Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you love K-drama stars and shocking real-life twists, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a real-life drama that left fans speechless. Just as Na Yin-woo and Park Min-young, Korea's newest power couple, were making their stunning entrance into their wedding ceremony, an unbelievable moment unfolded. Na Yin-woo's own mother stood up and said something that completely shattered the mood, and fans around the world are furious. What did she say? Why did she do it on his wedding day? And how did the couple respond in front of hundreds of guests? Stick around because we're revealing everything, the moment, the aftermath, and what this means for Na Yin-woo and Park Min-young's future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the hottest updates in K-celebrity news. Let's get into it. It was supposed to be the happiest day of their lives, an unforgettable celebration of love between one of Korea's most beloved actresses, Park Min-young, and rising star Na Yin-woo. The venue was nothing short of magical, an elegant Hanok-inspired estate in the hills of Gyeonggi-do, adorned with thousands of white blossoms, lanterns glowing softly in the late afternoon light, and a guest list that read like the who's who of the Hallyu world. As guests whispered in awe and anticipation, the music changed, signaling the grand entrance. Na Yin-woo, handsome in a custom-made ivory suit, held out his arm to Park Min-young, who floated beside him in a timeless off-shoulder gown that shimmered with every step. Their smiles were radiant, their energy undeniable, and all eyes turned toward them, until one voice shattered the dreamlike moment. It came from the front row, loud, sharp, cold. "I warned him, this marriage is a mistake." The words came from none other than Na Yin-woo's own mother. The crowd fell into stunned silence. Park Min-young's smile faltered for a split second. Na Yin-woo looked as if he had been physically struck, and for a moment the fairy tale crumbled right before everyone's eyes. Cameras captured it all. In a wedding where every second was meant to be cherished, this single moment spread across the internet like wildfire. Social media exploded with clips, memes, and furious commentary. "How could a mother say that at their own son's wedding?" one fan posted on X. Another fumed, "Park Min-young deserves better than this public humiliation." The hashtags Na Yin-woo wedding shock and justice for Min-young surged into trending lists globally. But why? Why would a mother sabotage her own son's wedding in front of hundreds of guests in the watching world? Speculation ran rampant. Some insiders claimed Na Yin-woo's mother had never approved of the relationship. Rumors swirled that she believed Park Min-young, being older and more experienced in the industry, held too much influence over her son. Others suggested she was simply possessive, unable to let go of the boy she had raised, and unwilling to accept another woman taking center stage in his life. Yet this wasn't just anyone. This was Park Min-young, respected, elegant, known for her grace on and off screen. Her relationship with Na Yin-woo had blossomed unexpectedly over the last year, with fans initially doubting the pairing due to their age difference and contrasting personalities. But over time, public opinion shifted. Their chemistry was undeniable, both on red carpets and in rare candid moments. Fans started rooting for them, not just as celebrities, but as people who had found love against the odds. And now, as they walked into their wedding ceremony, it seemed those odds had come crashing back in. But what happened next, however, surprised everyone. Na Yin-woo didn't flinch. He tightened his grip on Park Min-young's hand, lifted his chin, and without much as a glance at his mother, kept walking. It was a quiet but powerful message. He had made his choice, and he was standing by it. Park Min-young, ever the professional, held her composure, though her eyes glistened as they reached the altar. Was it joy? Pain? Or a mixture of both? As the ceremony continued, guests looked uneasy. Some avoided glancing at the front row, where Na Yin-woo's mother sat, unmoved, her face blank. Others whispered in hushed tones, afraid to draw attention but unable to hide their shock. The couple exchanged vows that were both heartfelt and trembling, promising to love and support one another through every hardship. And clearly, hardship had arrived far sooner than expected. Later, at the reception, the mood shifted slightly. Laughter slowly returned. The couple danced their first dance under cascading fairy lights. Friends and co-stars gave touching speeches, with one actress breaking into tears as she said, I've seen them fight for this relationship. I've seen how deeply they care. Nothing, not even today, can take that away from them. But the tension lingered. In the days following the wedding, news outlets and tabloids dissected the moment with brutal precision. Analysts weighed in on cultural expectations, family dynamics, and the pressures of public life. Some sympathized with Nyan Wu's mother, suggesting that parents of celebrities often fear losing their children to the spotlight forever. Others were far less forgiving, accusing her of selfishness and cruelty. Park Min-young remained silent. Her agency issued a short statement. The couple is grateful for the love and support of their fans. They ask for understanding and privacy during this time. Nyan Wu, on the other hand, made a quiet but impactful move. He posted a single photo to Instagram, a candid shot of him kissing Park Min-young's forehead during the ceremony. No caption, just that single, soft moment. It spoke volumes. Fans flooded the comments. "You chose love. That's all that matters. We're so proud of you for standing strong. Park Min-young deserves your protection and you gave it to her." Behind the scenes, it's rumored that Nyan Wu has distanced himself from his mother, for now. A source close to the actor shared anonymously, "He's hurt, deeply. This isn't how he wanted to start married life. But he's focused on Min-young now. They're taking it one day at a time." Some believe reconciliation may eventually come. Others are less hopeful. But one thing is clear, this wedding, once meant to symbolize the start of a peaceful new chapter, has instead thrust the couple into one of the most emotionally complex situations of their lives. And yet, perhaps that's what makes their bond even more inspiring. They could have faltered. They could have paused the ceremony or responded with anger. But they didn't. They kept walking. They kept holding hands. They kept loving each other. Openly, vulnerably, and without apology. In a world that often romanticizes love without showing the challenges, Nyan Wu and Park Min-young just gave everyone a raw, real glimpse into what it truly means to commit to another person. Not just for better, but for worse. Not just in public, but when the lights dim and the people closest to you don't offer support. The wedding wasn't perfect. It wasn't flawless. But maybe that's what made it unforgettable. Because through the pain, through the shock, through the betrayal, they stood together. And in that moment, they weren't just stars. They were two people choosing each other, again and again, no matter who tried to stand in their way. As fans continued to rally behind them, one thing is certain. No mother's disapproval, no viral headline, and no whispered judgment can undo the vow they made that day. A vow not just to love, but to endure. And they've already proven they're ready to do exactly that. Despite the heavy emotional blow, the couple chose not to delay or postpone their honeymoon. Instead, Nyan Wu and Park Min-young quietly left Seoul just 2 days after the wedding, boarding a private plane to an undisclosed location in Europe. There were no press conferences, no staged airport photos, and certainly no updates on social media. For the first time in months, they disappeared from the public eye. And fans understood why. Speculation continued to swirl in their absence. Some tabloids reported that Nyan Wu had cut off contact with his mother entirely following the incident. Others claimed there had been a heated confrontation the night of the wedding, where he expressed years of pent-up frustration towards her controlling behavior. One anonymous source from the industry revealed, Nyan Wu has always been respectful and loyal to his family, but he's also a grown man now. That moment during the wedding, it crossed a line, and he's not letting anyone, including his own mother, disrespect the woman he loves.